Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading the colony section yet again for another LOL's LPAC. That's right, I've done most of them actually. So there's only a few left and I figured let's just go for the final ones. And we're gonna go with LPAC Choice because we did Choice 2. I was like, wait, we did Choice 2 before Choice 1? Holy moly. Which island will you take first? Each has their own risks and payoffs. They're using each other's resources. So, most fantastic. Let's give it a look. See at this map. What's this? Awoken from our slumber and the whole planet has split into pieces. Oh, and these tasty humans are back again. Our allies are split up all over the place. Get them back one by one and take over the fortified base. Some might call it Tech Island. Another LPAC with a twist. It might take longer than average to be a bit tricky to start. Hopefully you enjoy it. Thanks for playing. Eggs in the Void can help quite a bit. And I believe this is before Greenar is used for the super weapons. So Greenar is not as importante as it usually is. That being said, we have 3 main starting islands. The first one on the left here has just a very, very babby emitter, 10 every 0.5. And it contains the airsac cauldron, the spore launcher as well, and the Greenar itself. So, Greenar is pretty good to have. The central island is the Red-On Island with a factory. Factory, less important than the Red-On itself, because once you take the Red-On, the factory doesn't get it, so it doesn't really matter. So the Red-On, super importante. There is a little bit in base, which is 3, but the primary Red-On production is over here. And this right side has some planes, which is always a good thing. The skimmer factory, and I think that's it. I don't see any like blue-white or anything over here. You would think this would sort of be Blue-White Island, but it does not appear to be so. But skimmers are always a good thing to have, right? So, not too bad. Plus, it's pretty close to our final assaulting point of the base right on over here. So we do have, a little bit here and there. Actually, I don't even see where their blue-white is. But, it's not that big of a deal. We probably don't even care about their blue-white. So let's get this show on the road. I'm going to be starting on Red-On Island with the factory. Pretty much always my favorite choice. Our goal here will actually be coming over the top side and coming around back. Now, once we take this island, I do believe we will be going to Skimmer Island. Oh my. But we're not going to Skimmer Island through the emitter, of course. That would be silly. Why go through an extra emitter when we can just keep pumping up the one that we have? So let's get this show on the road. We are going to speed it up. This is going to take a little bit of time. It just takes a bit. But our goal is to get over this top side. We come over here, and then we're going to do some void meshing, right? We don't want to go straight to the main island. That would be not a chore. It wouldn't be the end of the world. It's just something that we don't really care about right now. Now, there are a bunch of planes here, as you can see. And look at these planes. They are going to cause us all sorts of problems. And that's what our eggs are going to be used for. Our first set of eggs, it's going to take a few. We're going to need a few. There's probably a better spot. Gonna need something like this. It's probably pretty good. I guess I'll put one next. I don't really want to put them next to the cannons themselves, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Keep this going. Upgrade. Actually, we are gonna need some eggs over here because once these sprayers start spraying, of course, we're gonna need to take that out. So I guess that is something. Let's make sure we can handle this, get this converted to our side once these sprayers start spraying. I don't want to waste the eggs beforehand because we're still increasing the power. Maybe it can start to overwhelm. But basically, it's get this, destroy planes, profit, something along those lines. This should be a pretty good start though. As you can see, oh wow, they even nullified. I didn't even realize they would nullify. Okay, well, fair enough. Nullification is happening. We want to get to the top, of course, and I guess we do want to mesh, right? We want to get our mesh on, so we can. Sweet. Let's try and mesh up, try and mesh over. It's kind of our goal. Up and over. I want to get to the top, too. That'd be kind of nice, although those planes are in the way. And that's okay. Planes in the way, I don't mind that. That I don't mind. And now we have some mesh. That should actually get us to the top here. Actually, pretty well. Do some mesh painting. Move up that tiny bit by tiny bit. And the sprayers have still not kicked on, which is grand, right? Very, very good. It's getting our power, you know, just to the point where we can take out, once we take out this cannon, this mortar. Ooh, they actually have a shield as well. Oh my, oh my, oh my. So I have a feeling these sprayers are about to go, though. Although it's not time to breed. We are not in breeding time yet. So I think we have enough to handle these planes, however. So that is very good news for us. So let's do a couple of these. Oh, they're putting a pylon there now. Good on them. Good on them. Something like this. Something like this. Oops. That. And I guess right there. And this should do it. We should have 7x left. 7x should still be enough to handle that, which is good. So let's do some of this. We have pop all eggs. And let's just make sure we have enough here to drop one more just in case. And there we go. Planes be gone. Planes be gone. Okay, good, good, good. That's all we cared about. Just wanted the planes. I guess we got the nullifier there. Ooh, oh, geez. Okay, so it is breeding now, which is bad. It's the end of the breeding cycle, so I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to waste my eggs on the thickest creep right now. We still have plenty of creep sort of pumping out. So basically, now our goal is once this hits, you know, a few more seconds, we will start our spread. So here we go. Now we'll do our eggs. Because now when our eggs are popped, we should take the breeding zone. And that should be the big win. All right, so let's do these. Pop them all. And it's breeding. Ooh, we didn't take it as well, but we took some. We took some. We're still A-okay. Still A-okay. Don't have as many eggs because we took out the planes, which is part of the problem. But we are starting to actually crest over the edge. And we are going to use our eggs yet again. So again, the AC is spreading. The AC is spreading. We can't necessarily completely help that. But we are starting to take some of these. Oh, I want you moved a little bit more egg. Try and just push into this and be ready to pop all eggs as soon as possible. There we go. Take this out. Get our mesh in here. That's what we want to see, right? We want to wait right before the breeding zone. We took, again, it wasn't perfect, but we did take a significant portion. And the sprayers are starting to die out. The breeders are we're actually winning the breeder war now, right? We have a chunk of it. We are moving into it. This shield is, of course, the disaster. As always, stupid shields, never a fan. Unfortunately, is this going to lead to any other? No, I think that's the main breeder that we have to worry about. So I'm really not super worried there, which is very good for us. Just grab some more creep. Once we take it, as you can see, we're holding half of it, they hold half of it. It's kind of a stalemate there. I am happy stalemating on the breeder zone. And in fact, next one we will egg up because we have another set of eggs. I don't want to just take it with try and take it with one or two. You need a few. You need a few. So 28 seconds and change. And if we can just take this out, I think that will sort of be all she wrote for the AC. Right? I'd also get rid of a couple of these mortars, which is amazing. And yeah, we now have get rid of that shield and we are golden, right? This area is breeding, but honestly I don't care about this area breeding. I mostly care about this outside zone. Now that we're actually pressing in here, and we should hold this island. Okay, good. These shields will go down. That shield is just a nuisance, but not the end of the world. Now we should be able to cut off this island from power. Hopefully. And yeah, that should just be sort of a thing that gets taken. I'm assuming these planes were all the ones from over here, so they got ammo for now. They will run out. They'll be a nuisance, but it will not last. And I guess with our current fighting power, we can start to work towards this. Again, this one doesn't really matter to me. It's one of those things we would just take eventually. So hilly. It's so hilly. Like, I wish I could place mesh much easier with that. Like, very difficult to see with the meshitudes. But again, taking this is the big victory. And this will push on in. We're actually taking out some of the mortars and things. We're about to take out the red on, which is grand. And I guess the question is, do we even care about the Dark Tower? Right? So the Dark Tower can help turn off a few things. They do have some defenses over here. I mean, unless we spend like 20 or 30 points into it, it's probably not going to be necessary. Now, that being said, it's not that bad to spend 20 or 30 points into it, right? It's just some time. It's not the be-all, end-all of the world, as it were. It's just a matter of some time. So it's definitely viable, and definitely has plenty of pros versus cons. They're going back. And then you have nowhere to go. So, yeah, now that these plans are gone, this island should be destroyed. Because, I mean, that was their big thing, holding back our creep, right? A couple of cannons, a couple of mortars, they're great, but against 400 creep every 0.5 seconds, a couple is not going to do it, right? They need some big old defenses on the go, and they just don't have it. I mean, even this AC just being washed over, as expected, just what we want to see. And the red on is finally being taken, which is everything I wanted to see, right? All the red on, all the time. It's beautiful. So this island will be ours. Oh yes, it will. We will surround this breeding zone, which is also amazing. And then we're gonna take over some more islands, right? You know, that's the plan. Take over the islands and see how it goes. Now, as you can see, this island, you know, it's getting its power from there, and of course connections, right? So there's an emerald there, which is fine, and then there's some connections. So we have 19 eggs stored up, which is good. Could use some more. Always could use some more eggs, right? Especially when you're planning some like sneaky egg-based shenanigans. But hey, we will get there. We will do our thing. And yeah, now let's mesh completely around this, of course. I don't really care about meshing this way. This side, I mean, maybe pylon-wise, you know, to get your creep and all of that stuff. That is definitely viable? I was going to say viable. Definitely viable. And I guess we should just do one ring, or one line that goes through, just to sort of make sure it's easily spread. I mean, especially since we can go through the tops of things. Ooh, there's a little breeder zone there, so I guess we'll connect that up as a little side path like that. Get in that breeder zone. Beautiful. This breeder zone's look pretty good. Let's even destroy some. Like, we don't need this mesh anymore. Let's get thin out a little bit. Feels pretty good, though. Overall, though, pretty good. And again, let's just keep it going. So now we have blobs. Blobs are great. I do love me some blobs. The location of the blobs, however, is not what I like. The blobs being this center basically means unless we take this, I mean, even if we get it to 20, just by chance, 20 will probably fan out like this. You may get a couple of kills here and there, but they're not going to be that impactful until we basically start whittling down and the blobs have a focused area to go. So if we took over this half of the map, then blobs would all be going this direction, and it would be a bit more powerful, in my opinion. So right now, blobs not necessarily the unit that's doing it for me. However, the skimmers here, they can go straight to the left. But their primary direction, even if they're coming at a slight angle, will still hit, say, all of these, things like that, right? So that's what's important to me. So skimmers, I definitely want. And they are going to be our goal unit. So we are going to be skimming up the world, hopefully skimming up the world. There's the Dark Tower doing its Dark Tower thing. And let us spread our meshitude over. We can even come over the top here. We can connect this around, just so it's connected, plus grab that little breeder zone in the mesh. And yeah, we'll grab this little breeder zone in the mesh, why not? And we'll bring this around and down, right? Connect everything up, it's gonna be pretty good. And now we need the next goal, right? So it says, hey, come on over here, you can join your emitters up. That's great. Ooh, let's pass, hard pass. Let's toss, I don't know how many is going to be needed. Our eggs aren't super powerful yet, I believe, because I believe eggs take a little while to get going, but we're going to increase the range of our mesh too, because we do want these. I'm surprised that one didn't pop. There we go. Let us get a nice mesh pathway. As you can see, I'm focusing on getting the mesh down first, making it nice and wide. Gorgeous. And then we will connect it up, right? So we're going to need maybe one more egg here. one more egg here. There we go, and let us connect to the land. And now we have a solid mesh pathway. Beautiful. I'll even connect this up just like that, and bazinga. So all of our mesh should lead to over here, and I guess we'll cover that up as well. Okay? It's a little breeder zone. Always want your breeder inside your mesh. And this, isn't going to be perfect. No, unfortunately, they do have their factory up yet again. Where are you, factory? Are you over here? Factory. Where are you factorizing? Where are you, factory? That's right there. So they do have their factory back up and running, but you can see they're not producing enough Redon right now, and that's going to make this assault a little bit simpler, right? As you can see, we're just sort of coming up, and this shield just can't handle it, right? It just can't. It wants to. It's hoping to. We'll push our mesh in, but we're immediately going to cut this off. I mean, we'll get this M-Rift in time. We can egg to it, but again, we have a lot to egg over here, because this is the next assault, right? We are coming this way. And I am going to upgrade this, but I have learned, I was about to upgrade it, and I have learned, wait until you actually connect it to mesh, because then you also upgrade the forbs as well. Get your super friends to maximum count and such. So we are saving our upgrades. We're going to upgrade the skimmer factory once it's connected to mesh. Make all the friends in the world. Make them have a higher payload. And it's just going to be good for us. It's just going to be good. So now we're going to have skimmers. We're going to have basically everything we need to do our final assault. I mean, we do have one airship to contend with, but realistically, it's one airship and blinking shields. That's actually pretty amazing when you think about it, given all that we've sort of had to deal with so far. So, and what's nice as well is we don't actually have to mesh down here at all. I don't care about that down there. Any creep that goes down there, it's fine. We could. I mean, I guess we could. But yeah, this island, done. The friendos are out, which means, see forb count, 3 to 6. Bazinga. We just got our forbs up, and we're increasing the forb payload. So awesome. That's one key thing that I was very happy for waiting for. And that's going to allow us to get to plan the next, right? Plan the next. Let us grab our eggs again. And, of course, this will be a bit heavy, but again, the whole goal is to put as much mesh down as possible. Now, I'm assuming we can put the mesh down underneath these platforms, but yes, let us do that. That's not a bad pathway, not a bad pathway. I kind of want a little bit wider, just because I do like some width when I do some things, nice girthy mesh paths. So let's spread it over, get it nice and good. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. And bazinga bazanga. And you can see, look at that, just a couple of skimmers. They're doing their thing, and let's just connect it up, right? Connect this up, connect this up. The mesh doing its thing. We have some pretty good connections now. Skimmers are at 12. 12 is probably enough for now. We probably just want more creep to be spreading, right? And you know what? Because mesh does do better a little bit girthier, let's just make the entire pathway just a little bit bigger, right? We want it to be nice and wide to get down there. Seems pretty nice to me. This whole area is falling, as you can see. Perfectly fine, but look at you can see them all. Look at them. They're just dancing around, throwing their payload, and look at this. We've just assaulted the main island already, right? I'm going to toss down this to 15. It also increases their payload, which is very, very nice. And, yeah, how many rocks do we have? 31. Because I was hoping to rock this down. This, I was planning on rocking down as well, but it looks like it's kind of falling. So, like the rocks, I kind of want to do this side. And I think it might be time for our big egg rock assault, right? Let's see how fast it takes for that to come back online. Okay, so now it's online, offline, perfect. So it takes a little bit. So we have some time. So if we start doing just some monster egging, right? Oh wait, no. What am I thinking? Monster egging? We have planes to destroy, of course. Monster egging over here. Yes. Okay. So we do have some planes to destroy. Definitely necessary. So we do want to do that. So grab it. Ooh, no, that's too close to the shield there, sir. Too close to the shield. And that should be good for that side. We still have 34, which is awesome. So again, we will do some egging over here. But we do want to have some in reserve now, right, for the bombers. So we're going to do a big egg around and a big up and over, right? Something along these lines. Try and get this area. Go down to, say, 15 or so. So we'll do like 2 more. Seems pretty good. Rock. Make sure we're... Alright, we'll rock 2 over here. That should make sure that dies. Again, earned units, always good to rock. Like, if you can snipe an earned unit with a rock, that's just immense, right? That's just amazing. We'll toss a couple more down. We'll just do a couple more of these. Just toss them down, you know, just get them on the go. They will not go badly. And let's see what this does. Again, this is the key area that we want to watch. I'll toss down some more skimmers because I don't want to go over to the emitter. But look at that. That is a nice set. We got some skimmers coming in. We got the fact. We got things going down. And, you know, with this in mind, we're also going to come over here and start egging this. Start re-egging these. Do, like, something like that. Bazinga. Again, our planes are done. I want to get the factory gone as well, but as you can also see, I mean, we have basically taken out this side, and we're gonna do some egging around, right? Spread the creep. This way, maybe we can cut things off. Again, we got the factory, which is one of the big keys now, and that means we can just mesh up with impunity over here, and that's kind of the goal at this point. Just to take this side. Ooh! Oh, the egg destroyed the airship. Ooh, that, I mean, I don't think we need to do any more. I mean, we could egg the base, we could do whatever we want, but this is coming up us right now. I don't think they can even rebuild fast enough. I mean, look at this. Yeah, they have a factory. Oh no. But yeah, I'm just gonna let the creep take over from here. Let it just do its thing. Let the friends, let the skimmers do what they need to do, and this will be what we wanted to see. This is, I think, completely non-cheese. You know, we did the map, you know, just building up a bunch of eggs. I mean, the main base was completely open. We could have just pumped an emitter, you know, this one or this one. This one probably would have been better if fully pumped it can take the island. Get all your eggs and just go to the base, right? We could have done that. But we didn't, you know, we took one, meshed over. Yeah, we used some eggs to do a big assault once we got to the island, you know. And yeah, the skimmers, even though they're fanning out, some I'm sure are going over here, they still make such an impact because all it takes is one skimmer to hit something versus, you know, 10 blobs to make that impact. And yeah, we didn't even trigger any AC on the island. It's amazing. We will take over the map real quick. So let's just... Oh, there we go. There's the base. Do some of that. We'll mesh on over here. Oh, this is actually terrible meshing. But at the same time, it doesn't need to be good right now, to be fair. Because, yeah, it just needs to get creep across. Because there's going to be no power. Because there's no base. There we go. And everything shall die. Yes, 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 yes. You know what? Let's do another mesh. We'll do one here. And we'll mesh this on up. Get another path going over to this side. Just let the map sort of take itself. You know? We've really, really done some good work here. I think we've earned the meshy reprieve. Gamma. You can do it. Yeah, there we go. Get that. Very weak mesh connections here, as you can see. But that's okay. We don't even, again, we don't need the strong connections. We just need to connect. We just need it to be good. We'll even connect up over there. All the mesh in the void. Beautiful. And you know, because they're friends, we'll connect up to the other two. Yes. We'll connect you up, sir. You've served your life for the creep. Thank you so very much. And yeah, the creep take it over. Toss the stop short speed. Let the creep just win itself. You know what? Oh no, I was about to air sac attack with all of my upgrades. Good job, air sacs. You're doing it. Yeah, we're coming in. We're coming in hot. This center island just spreading over the world. They are trying to fight back with some AC over here. It's not gonna last, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's not gonna last. I'm not even meshing the sides. Of course, we could. We could run faster. Oh, but look at that. That island. It's security. It's safety. There we go. Thank you, island, for your service. Just a couple. Nothing a couple eggs can't solve. Nothing a couple eggs can't solve. Air Sex, you're doing it. You're majestic, as always, except that... Oh, wait. I should be egging you. I should have been egging you! Just like that. Haha! Success. Big success. Island taken over. A little bit of AC doing its thing, but in the end, taken over too. That's how we like to do it. That's how we like to see it. And this has been LPAC choice number 1. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How do we do? How do we do? I don't know. Again, this was non-cheese. 24 minutes even. Not bad. Not too bad. Especially, oh wow. Not too bad at all non-cheese. Wait. What? Is that the best time and non-cheese? Wow, look at that. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, that was prime planning then. Take this island, get your skimmers, and just go straight for base with a nice, girthy mesh path. Remember, your mesh paths, especially in the void, you want them to be girthy. If they're very thin, it's gonna be weak, it's gonna get shut down. But a girthy mesh path, it just ticks all the right boxes. So have a wonderful day, everybody. And yeah, please enjoy. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Take care.